Seamoss is all the rage, right? You are hearing about it everywhere, as am I. And folks in different companies are saying to put it in your smoothies, to prepare Seamoss and eat it with other foods that you're eating. I think I've seen Seamoss gels or shampoos and sort of supplements, obviously, right? It comes in supplement form. Lots of different Seamoss products that have lots of different health claims, right? I've done a video on the health benefits of Seamoss, the potential health benefits. By the way, I'm going to make sure I put that in the description. Also, we'll put that in the comments as well, so you can click on that video. You'll want to make sure that you watch that as well, because that video focuses really on some of the benefits. And also, I talk about whether these health claims are true or not. But I wanted to talk more about some of the potential downsides and dangers of Seamoss. That's right. I've always said this. I'm a practicing family doctor. I've always said that there absolutely can be too much of a good thing, assuming it actually is a good thing. So let's talk about some of the potential dangers. Number one is too much iodine. That's right. Seamoss can have a decent amount of iodine in it. And while we need iodine for our body, and namely our thyroid needs iodine, right? We need iodine for thyroid hormone synthesis and for thyroid function and other things in your body. Too much iodine actually can cause lots and lots of problems with your thyroid and potentially other aspects of your body. So this is where we always say, and I said this in the other video, by the way, if you're interested in trying Seamoss, is incorporating this as part of your diet, you really have to talk to your doctor, because whether it's right for you to try and in what form and in what quantities has a lot to do with who you are, what your medical conditions are, underlying conditions, et cetera, okay? So that's one potential danger, is the iodine content. I think a lot of people don't necessarily think about that. I've got 3 more. You're going to want to stick around to the last one, because I think it's the one that surprises me the most, and one danger and one concern that we don't often think about when it comes to Seamoss or maybe other supplements or sort of, natural types of things that people are using for health benefits, okay? The second thing is that Seamoss can have a decent amount of vitamin K. Again, vitamin K, we need vitamins, right? So we definitely need vitamin K in our body. But what that means is that if you take in Seamoss and you're on certain medications, there's a potential for interaction. I'm thinking about something like blood thinners or other medications, right? Because of its potential for vitamin K content in the Seamoss. And kind of along those lines, let's keep going down that medical or medication interaction piece. I've always said this, this is the thing with supplements, with herbal things, supplements. We often think of them as being natural, but the truth of the matter is they can have just as many interactions or side effects as things that are pharmaceutical, okay? Natural does not necessarily mean better or without consequence, which is why I always argue, I do these videos because I want you to know if this is something you're interested in trying, what you really have to do is talk to your doctor first. You can't assume it's automatically good. I've seen plenty of patients over the years that have actually had problems from the supplements they're taking. But back to the story is the number 3 thing I want to talk to you about is that some of the nutrients and the things that Seamoss contains actually could interact with medications that you're taking. Also, for example, Seamoss has a decent amount of potassium that may not be great for people with certain underlying medical conditions. I mean, the list goes on and on. And by the way, these couple things are not necessarily unique to Seamoss, right? This can exist with other supplements and natural things that are on the market, okay? The iodine piece is relatively specific to Seamoss. Now, let me get to the last one. This is the one that really surprises me and really makes me think twice is, you think about Seamoss. Seamoss comes from bodies of water, right? And those bodies of water can be in different locations and places around the world, and they can be positioned next to other things, whether it's waste or debris or whatever the case. As a result, Seamoss can actually contain a decent amount of heavy metals. What do I mean when I say heavy metals? I'm talking about things like arsenic. You all know that arsenic is not something we want in our system. Cadmium, mercury, lead. Depending on where your Seamoss is gathered from, there can be trace or even more amounts of heavy metals in it. That's scary because we think about some heavy metals as being potentially poisonous, can alter DNA, and so many other things that are certainly not good. And what a horrible thing to be wanting to take something natural and that's supposed to be helping our body when, in fact, depending on how you're taking the Seamoss, where it's from, how you're ingesting it, how much you're ingesting, it could actually be doing harm. Once again, that's the reason for this conversation. Now I have to keep, I like to tell it straight. Of course, all Seamoss variations are created differently. They're not necessarily created equally, right? And it's hard to know really sometimes how much of what is in different Seamoss preparations. And supplement preparations may very well be different than gels and powders and shampoos and other things that you may use on your body or take in your body. So it's hard to say one size fits all and that this is exactly what's going to happen or blah, blah, blah. What I'm giving you is sort of a range of what things could happen and what things we do worry about with Seamoss in general and what you have to be very thoughtful about. Once again, this is all information to help you become a wise consumer. Remember, don't believe everything you read necessarily. I want you to take a look at the other video I did because it talks about some of the benefits of Seamoss and also talks about whether many of the health claims that are out there are actually true or not. So again, I want you to click on that. It's going to be in the description, etc. But talk to your doctor about this, guys. Don't just start a regimen of Seamoss or anything else willy-nilly without checking with somebody. I want to know what you think. I want to know what you've heard, if you talk to your doctor, what they've said, etc. Let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, and I hope this was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this video and the other. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell for updates if you have not already. Also consider joining my subscription groups for exclusive content. Guys, I'll see you soon.